Hey there, Taurus. This is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we're doing your current soul guidance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and or those who are here, who have just been guided here, who just showed up because, right? The message is for you as well. You might be carrying some Taurus energy today or something if you're not born under the sign, but you find yourself here. Okay, thank you for being here. I know I haven't been very consistent lately. The state of my day job is super busy, and I'm trying to find ways to alleviate some of that crazy schedule. Hopefully I can sooner than later, because it's getting tough. Good thing though, it's a good thing to be busy. Let's see, if you're new to my channel, I was going to say, you can know that the guidance here is for your soul. It's not about your sort of third dimension life. It's not about any people or activities or anything. It's about you and looking into an aspect of yourself in order to develop your own soul. Okay, so in these moments, this is all about you. Okay, Taurus? Okay, so I use the Zen Tarot deck to elaborate on one oracle card every month. And this month, we have the card Write. The written word. So I'm going to say, if your life purpose or your career or such involves the written word, then for sure this is a focus for you. If it doesn't, I would say it's important at this time to begin journaling. Carry around a little tiny notepad and write down stray thoughts. And it's just as well to type it in your phone, but I'm going to say, just for a practice, just for a time, write with pen and paper or pencil and paper. And, carry it around. And when something strikes you, some incident you are witnessing, or an idea that comes to your head, or a feeling that you have as a result of something you're witnessing, write it down and start to see those things that are profound enough for you to want to take out your pen and paper and jot it down. Start to see maybe a pattern in the meaning of those things that you're compelled to write. On another level, you can also just begin a gratitude journal. 3 things at the end of every day or at the beginning of your day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Sometimes it's good to do it at the end of the day, because the experiences you just had, there's gratitude lurking in your day every day, right? There's always something to be grateful for. So those ways, either it's in your career or it's just simply time to start journaling more, jotting down, stray thoughts, or a gratitude journal. This is what you're guided to do at this time, Taurus. Okay? If you're having trouble with another, writing things out is a great way to process it. As we sit and think and ruminate and turn things over in our brain, that can get exhausting. But if you have the release, and that's why I say use a pen and paper, because that physical release, the energy going through your hand and onto the paper, it has, I think, a much more profound effect on alleviating some of the blockage. Okay, this is a tree layout, a tree spread, and it's one that I sort of made up. And this branch here is where we stand now, and then we move forward and through to a new level of awareness. Okay, this is all to do with writing, journaling, expressing ourselves through the written word. Your starting point, Taurus, is comparison. So you think, I'm not a writer. I can't write. I don't even spell very well, because there's other people that write so much better than I do, right? Well, that is rubbish. You have a voice. You have something unique to say. I would say write without even worrying about editing. Just write. Let it come out. No punctuation, no grammar, no spelling matters. The thought and the flow matters. And don't compare yourself to others. If your dream has been to write a column, for a magazine or an online publication or something like that, and you just feel you're not good enough or you don't have, no. You need to take those thoughts away, right? This oak tree and this bamboo tree, they never ever think, oh, the oak tree standing there with its thick bark, sturdy and very, never growing sturdy and tall and wide and never really bending with the wind, would never think, oh, I need to be more like the bamboo. They're both trees, but they're uniquely themselves. There's no need to compare your experiences through the written word with anyone else. And then even if this is just sort of a practice of journaling for yourself to get your thoughts down on paper, there isn't a right way to do it. Just get the expression going. That will create some changes for you, I promise. Internally, the energy that supports this is a gained sense of awareness, gaining clarity on you, on the way you operate, on the way you interact with others. You're gaining clarity as to your uniqueness. And writing will help that. It will help develop and sustain your unique voice. Okay? So just a little writing. It's not going to hurt you. In your external world, this sense of expression through the written word creates your greater sense of trusting in life, trusting in the situation that you're in, trusting in the learning that you're about to do through your experiences. The experiences you have are always there for you. They're always there for your growth. We kind of get stuck in, especially if we're having a negative experience, we tend to get stuck in, why can't it be different? Why can't this person say these words that I want to hear? Or, why can't my job be better paying or whatever? And you're stuck in the why isn't it better? Instead of through expression, through really putting yourself out there as your unique self, life starts to show up for you. And you begin to learn to trust that. You will get nowhere if you're stuck in that rut saying, why me, or whatever. That's why journaling and writing and self-expression are so important. They help you to develop and elevate your sense of being, your sense of self. And sometimes that comes with age and wisdom and time, but sometimes, you can really gain a lot of wisdom and knowledge just by really showing who you are from the inside out. And writing is a perfect way to do that. And like I said, if this is just journaling, nobody has to really read it. It's a matter of the energy flowing from you and out into the universe. And that's your little corner, right? Your little corner of the world, but you are keeping the energy flowing. Okay? Moving forward, it's going to be important for you to maintain this sort of fresh set of eyes on all of your experiences. Maintain your sort of childlike wonder that sits within each of us, right? This old sage has lived and seen and done and knows just about everything, yet he's in fascination of this grasshopper. He is acting as if he's never seen one before, right? This is the sort of fresh set of eyes that the act of writing will really create for you. It helps you to want to, express yourself more and continue to develop your voice, right? And I don't mean, if you are a writer, it's literal, but I don't always mean this stuff literally, because this is a soul lesson. So, even just by that physical act of writing for a few weeks, even if it's not something you do on an ongoing basis, it could give you a jump start into your own self-awareness and your self-growth. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a spiritual experience, okay? And then going forward, love. Oh, love, love, love. Going forward, you are going to find that through this self-expression of the written word, you're more in touch. And in those moments when you're in quiet moments just with you and you, maybe in meditative moments or, other moments when you're just resting with your own thoughts, you will feel a deepened sense of alignment. You'll feel more you, right? It's all a process, but like I said, it's just about energy. It's about energy flowing, and writing as a way of expression is a really easy way that anyone can do in order to get their energy flowing toward growth, toward self, expansion. Within you and internally, you're going to learn to stay open. So back here where we were talking about, dropping the need to compare what you're doing as far as your writing with anyone else, dropping that need and just being your lone self and staying, in touch with the clarity that you're gaining about yourself through the writing, you start to learn that you can keep that channel wide open. The channel, perhaps at some future point, you'll begin channel writing, like really receiving message from spirit and writing it down right away without thought, just kind of receiving it. It could be. It depends on how high you elevate through this process, right? You could just open all your chakras wide up and receive messages that are really profound for yourself through your journaling, okay? But either way, it's really important to keep your trust in place, your sense of, innocence or that sort of childlike wonder for life in place so that you can stay open to receiving even more, okay? In your external world, you will find that this leads to your more decisive ability to make decisions, right? Because I was going to say a bad word, but because I almost did it again, the crap that's all blocked up in you, because that is being released through your writing, you're then able to move more freely. You're able to make decisions more quickly because it's almost like you had a traffic jam within your cells, within your spirit, and they were all bogged down. But now you start to release them through your expression, and you start to let the traffic flow. And the more it flows, you'll be going faster and faster, and then you'll know which way to turn, when to turn right, when to turn left, because you're in the flow of your own life's, experience. You're in that same flow. Remember to pause and turn in every now and then. And then the outlook into this whole thing is, this whole practice is the ordinariness of it all. You can be a writer without having to publish, a novel a year or whatever. Just write. If this is your dream to write, right? Correct? And if it's not your dream, but you do feel like journaling and putting down thoughts and stuff would help you, then write about anything. Like this ordinariness card says, it doesn't have to be spectacular. Just get the feelings out, right? Get them out onto paper. Get them expressed out. It will flush out blockages and keep you flowing right in your soul's, the perfect path for your soul's growth. Okay? All right, dear Taurus. If this reading didn't resonate with you, you can check another sign. Check your moon sign, because that's kind of how you see how you relate to yourself within, or your rising sign, how others view you. And yeah, it's good. I like this. I think I might start a little journal myself. This has been inspiring. Okay, I think that's going to do it for now. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I will talk to you next time.